Hey, thank you. Obviously, we're coming off a tough loss here on Saturday against a very good Kentucky team, and I thought our guys played extremely hard and competed, but I thought Kentucky played great, and in particular the Harrison twins. Going back to look at it, their performance was outstanding. But we got to a difficult challenge ahead of us this week, playing 2 road games, starting tomorrow night against one of the best teams in the country, Florida, and then at Ole Miss, probably one of the hottest teams in our league. So it's going to be a great challenge for us this week.
Our first question is from Todd Lebo of Sports Radio 810 in Kansas City.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about how in this day in college basketball, I don't want to say it's guard-dominated, but we don't see as many big guys around college basketball or true centers. Can you talk about that a little bit? Is it difficult to recruit those guys?
Well, there are not a lot of them, but low post scorers with the guys scoring with their back behind to the basket. So I think the game has become, obviously skilled guys, are relevant in college basketball, but there are some teams that have post guys like the team we just played. At least those guys can affect the game a lot of different ways with their length, and Cauley Stein and Dakari Johnson. But, there's some out there. There's just not a lot of them.
And then real quick, can you talk about how, Missouri, a lot of the national writers will have them on the bubble for the NCAA tournament. Do you pay attention to that at all?
I have not. I have not paid attention to it. I know we've got some opportunities in our conference to continue to improve our resume. We just got to take care of business and do what we need to do to get ourselves a chance to have our name called out on that Sunday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Next up is Steve Wallentik of the Columbia Tribune.
Morning, Frank.
Morning, Steve.
What is it about Florida that makes them so dominant defensively?
Well, they first of all, they play extremely hard on that end of the court, and then they have great team defensive concepts. They really rotate and they make plays. It's one thing to be in position, but they make plays when they're in position, and they become a really good team. Last year they were really good defensively. This year I think they're even better, and they're just so sound with their fundamentals in terms of their rotation and making plays when they get there.
And that building last year, I think, was maybe the toughest environment you played in. How do you get your guys ready for that?
Well, we know last year, based on how difficult it was for us to go in there, and they smacked us around pretty good, and we didn't have a really good performance. So we just got to go in. I think we played some games on the road that year. Last year we had not played. I think it was early in the year in terms of going there, and as at Ole Miss, at Florida, back-to-back, and they were tough places to play. And early in the year, we got the same thing this year, but later in the year, and I think we've played some road games. So hopefully, because we played some road games, we'll be able to handle a little bit better than we did last year.
Next question is from Todd Palmer of the Kansas City Star.
Hey, Frank, how are you today?
Good, Todd.
I was curious. You talked a little bit about Wes Clark after the game, but the way he played last week, do you feel like he's kind of turning a corner now that for the first time here in conference play?
I do. I think he's getting more and more comfortable, as all freshmen do, as they get more court time and get more, with the speed of the game, getting used to it. And I think we're seeing Wes be more confident and obviously getting a better feel of what he can and cannot do in a game at this level. And I think he's, because of that, I think that just makes us better with his play improving for sure.
And what makes Florida's defense so tough to match up with? And I mean, how do you think do you think they're better equipped than most teams to deal with Jabari and Jordan?
Well, there's no question there's going to be instances of anybody we play against, but they got wings and guards that are just tough-minded guards, and I'm our guys going to have to work really hard to get good shots, and we just got to be patient. I think the worst thing you can do is they're so good in terms of their transition defense and their early defense that you've got to be patient, and we've got to make sure we get that, not let that ball stick, because that's plays right into their hands, because they just sit and they make plays.
Next question is from Bob Holt of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Doing good, Bob. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wondering what you thought of Bobby Portis after playing Arkansas last week.
I think Bobby's going to be a terrific player. I think he's got great length and size, and obviously he's got a really good skill set. I think he, just like all freshmen, more court time he gets, the better he's going to be. But I think he's going to be one of the better players, low-post players in our league eventually. And he's got all the makeup because of his skill set.
And on Moses Kingsley, he hadn't played as much, and he didn't play a lot of minutes against you. And Mike's talking about playing them more together. Based on maybe what you saw of Kingsley in the game and film or whatever leading up, what's your take on how those guys might be as a tandem as they get older and, moving forward this season?
Well, I think they're going to be tough because Kingsley's got good size, and I think Portis has good skill set, so you can probably play them together, because of Portis' skill set, being able to, shoot the ball a little bit from the basket. But Kingsley gets his hands on a lot of balls. He plays really hard and has really good size.